Hi everybody, this is Friday afternoon, day after a bit of a snowstorm. So we're heading down to the log job this afternoon. Got everything plowed out this morning. It seems like in the wintertime we have so many days we end up just getting half a day in the woods for one reason or another. Snowstorm, you get plowed out, got manure to spread, all kinds of different things that just happened. But anyways, here we are at my log job. I'm gonna go see if I can start my skid steer up to start with, because I think I have 3 loads up in the woods that if all the machinery started up, I would just haul logs this afternoon, just haul 3 loads down. It's just a very short afternoon if I do that. If it doesn't start up, then I might consider cutting some logs, but we'll just see how things progress. Okay, as you can see, I got the skid steer started up. I'm awful glad about that. So we're gonna head out with the scoot. I want to show you something on the scoot though. The other day, I had a bit of a breakdown. Almost. I was coming out of the woods, and if I can clean the snow off here, this runner right here, the whole top part of the runner was splitting really bad. The only thing that was holding it together is this bolt right here is what holds the steel shoe on, and that's the only thing that was holding the top of this runner from falling apart. So I babied it out of the woods, the load of logs that I had, and I made it out to the woods, and I said I gotta patch that up somehow to get through the winter, or I'm gonna have to replace that whole runner, and of course I'd have to replace them both if I did one. So I went up, I got a couple hardwood 2x6s, this is some ash, and I bolted that together. I got 4 big bolts through there, and so far it's holding out just fine. So that's great. I'm gonna kind of baby it just the same, get through the winter. We've only got a little bit more on this job and we'll be done. So we'll just kind of take it carefully and hopefully we can get it done. Another thing I've done on my scoot that I'm kind of happy with, I found a good spot. This is kind of silly or whatever, but I found a good spot for my chain binder. It's right there. But I also have a piece of pipe here that works for great leverage on the chain binder, and I drilled a hole in there and put a bolt in there, so that rides right there. So I'm really happy with that. Anyways, I'm going to shut the skid steer off because it's charged up enough now, and let's get these horses out of the truck. I know now that the skid steer will start up when I get down here because it's already been started. Anyways, we've had a bunch of comments and people asking why I don't use my Percherons in the woods that much. Well, I have over the years used them quite a lot in the woods, but recently I haven't as much. So anyways, I'm hoping for the next few videos to possibly use them and show you what they can do in the woods, and to show you that they're actually as good as the Belgians are in the woods. I'm really happy with them. So what we've got today is I think there's 3 loads up there, and as long as the excavator starts up, we'll be good to go. So let's get these boys out of the truck and trailer. I would usually have blankets on my horses right now, but it's just such a short little distance down here from the farm, I didn't bother. I've explained this before, but I'll explain it again. When I bring Ken out of the trailer, I back him out. That's just what he's used to, and it works fine. But when he's backing out, if a horse is too tall, the hame balls will actually hit on up top here. So I actually have to unpick his hames off of his collar to get him out. It's nice when I'm using my truck and trailer to haul the horses to a log job. I put my bridles in the truck so the bits are nice and warm when I get here. Gee, careful. Oop, bye. Bye. Back up in here. Back, get in here. Bye. Oh. Okay, we have it all loaded up for our first load. I'm sure there's at least 2 more loads here, maybe 3 more loads, but I wanted to show you something. I was all happy with my piece of pipe I had for my log binder, and then I get up in here and realize, ooh, that didn't work so well. The bolt itself bent and allowed that piece of pipe to drop down anyways. So I guess that was a great idea that didn't work. So I'm going to take a pair of vice grips and hopefully I can pull it up. Well, that's not going to work. Okay, I got it out. Really didn't expect that to happen, but that bolt was too soft. And just the jarring up and down on the sled allowed that to bend and slide right down in that pipe. So I'm gonna have to do something different with that. Probably take it and get a piece welded on there a little bit tougher to hold that from dropping in. If you got any ideas, let me know in the comments below. So what I'm doing with this and why I'm doing this acts as kind of a cheetah bar. Gives me more leverage out here to tighten this up. As I start down the trail, if I just snug this up, the logs are going to shift on me as we go down the trail, and then they'll become loose on here, and I actually can lose the load in the process. So it has to be pretty tight, but there's always a tight and too tight type of thing. And like even right here, yes, we're good. Chain and binders can be very dangerous. If you're pulling this by hand or even with a pipe and something lets go, this will come up, and it's taken quite a few people, given some serious damage to quite a few people in the process over time. It has, so you really have to be careful. But by having a nice tight hitch like this, it's a better chance that these logs will stay firm in place and not become loose. So let's head out with this load. Good morning, everybody. Well, yesterday we were skidding logs out, or hauling logs out with a scoot, and we hauled our 2 loads out, and I showed you that my broken runner, and I was coming out with my 2nd load on the sled, and something didn't feel right. It just didn't seem quite right. So I got out here, unloaded the load, and then I lifted up the runner on this side, and the steel shoes that we have on the wooden runners was completely broken and starting to bend over. And that's what I was feeling as I was coming out through the woods. I could feel that, just that jarring of the steel shoe being broken, starting to bend over. So that means that's done for now. I possibly could just kind of put a band-aid on the steel runner, you know, weld on another piece, but the sled needs a complete overhaul, so I don't think it's worth the time to do that. I will this summer or this spring give it a complete overhaul, put all new wooden runners on and all new steel shoes on there. So the rest of the day yesterday I just skidded logs through the cart, which worked fine, but I just realized how much, by using the scoot, made me remember how much easier it is to haul with the logs off the ground. So today I decided to dig out my old dray that I used quite a bit last year. Here's my dray. I brought it down this morning, and I actually had a whole bunch of work done to it late last winter from a friend of mine that did a whole bunch of more welding to it, because I was kind of busting it as I was using it last year. So now with the new job on the welding job, I'm looking forward to seeing how well this holds out. And to tell you the truth, I'm going to not haul as big as loads as I did last year with it, just because I think that was part of my problem. And so now we'll hitch up. I got the blacks again today, and it's another chilly day. It's hovering around 0 and a little bit of a breeze, and I think the wind chill was like 13 below, is like 13 below, but it is a bright sunny day, and hopefully it'll warm up even as the day goes on. So we'll hitch up the blacks and head in the woods and see about skidding some logs and getting we'll probably wait until lunchtime to come down with the loaded dray. and maybe I can get a video of us coming down with this loaded dray. So we'll get going. Okay, here we have it. Two big, pretty good sized maples on the dray, and we're ready to head on out of here. Got a few other hitches out. Got a nice big monstrous maple cut down for this afternoon, hopefully. I did mess up a little bit. I ended up, my excavator's, the blade is actually, I can't get out from underneath that lone log, so we'll just pull it out from underneath that, I hope, and we should be fine. So let's head out of here. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time.